Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy. Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I am your host, King 053, Mr. Easy Imali. Nengi. And we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, it's quite a sad story that I'm coming to you, ladies and gentlemen, especially those, my African brothers and sisters. You would understand why this is a tragic story. The auction of Nelson Mandela's items, 70 of them to be exact, will be auctioned in New York. Now, before we start, click the like button. Make sure that you hit the bell icon and make sure that you are subscribed to this Pan-Africanist channel where you will get the raw deal of a true Pan-Africanist from South Africa when we speak about enhancing and advancing the African agenda without any apology. African first and everybody second. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it raises a lot of questions why this is happening. For background story, for those who might be in the dark, Nelson Mandela's daughter Makaziwe has decided to auction 70 items of Nelson Mandela. Now this goes from a range of glasses, his famous shirts, his ID document, his green ID document, the letters that he has written with his handwriting, some of his drawings. She has decided, listen, I want to auction these things. And I'm not going to say she alone because I think maybe there was a family consultation. She probably could not do it alone. It was a consultative thing that she did with the family to say, listen, let's auction these things. And the reason that she's stating why she wants to auction this thing is because she wants to build her father a memorial garden in the Eastern Cape here in South Africa. Before she tries to make that to make sense for us, because that's like selling your father's car and building a garage for the car. But anyway, she was taken to court by the SARA, which is the South African Heritage Resources Agency, who said, listen, you cannot sell these things. You cannot sell these things. These things must be placed in a museum where they could be of heritage interest to the country, and everyone can come and view them there here in South Africa. Because, of course, Nelson Mandela has got no sons left. It's only women that are discussing this. And they decided, no, we are going ahead with this. She has won the court case because they took her to court. They said, no, these things are of national key importance to South Africa. The family cannot sell these things on an auction. But you know how South African courts are. Heritage of South Africa is not important. All you need to do is look at the heritage museums that we have to understand that we don't take our own heritage serious. That is why in the School of Pan-Africanism that we're going to build, we're going to have a museum there where we're going to purchase some of these items and place them in a place where they're going to be cared for. Anyway, we're not speaking about that today. You are selling 70 of Nelson Mandela's items to build a memorial garden for him. What are you going to put in the memorial garden? You're already selling 70 of the most valuable things, iconic items that we know Nelson Mandela for. But you want to build a memorial garden. Is a memorial garden not supposed to have things that remind us that preserve the memory of your father, the grandfather of South Africa? Now the question then comes, what is the ANC government doing about this? And I'm saying this. I'm saying this on the back of my mind. I want to remember that the ANC president is a billionaire in South African terms. So in dollars terms, he's a millionaire. He's a billionaire, ladies and gentlemen. And there are many others, millionaires in the ANC setup. Are you trying to tell me that the ANC will not stand up when the daughter of Nelson Mandela, Makaziwe, comes and says, I want to build a memorial museum for my father in memory of everything that he did. I want to place them in a nice, secure place where people can come and view those things. You are telling me, as a billionaire, because Cyril Ramaphosa is said to be a billionaire, top 10 richest people in South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa is there. The president of the ANC, the man who was the SG, the Secretary General in the years of Nelson Mandela. You are telling me his heart is not moved in any way, shape, or form to say, my daughter, because that is his daughter. That is his daughter. If he truly sees Nelson Mandela as his fellow comrade, regards Nelson Mandela as a fellow comrade and as an iconic man in the history of Africa, he will see his daughter as his own children and say, listen, I will build it myself. It will be an honor for me to honor Nelson Mandela with this. What do you want? Show me the financial plan. I want to see everything. I will pay for it. So that you don't have to sell those things in America. And if indeed the Mandela family is shorting of money, of which I find it hard to believe, if indeed they are short of cash, of which I find it hard to believe, but it might be the case that they need money, these people. That's why they are auctioning these things. You are telling me that they can't go to the ANC and cry in front of the president of the country to say, we as the generation of Mandela family, the direct generation, not great children, the children of Mandela, we need some money to do 1, 2, 3. You are telling me maybe they have the pride, or maybe the ANC is just not accessible even to the children of Mandela. I am shocked. You guys, did you see the items that have been sold? Which, it just reminds me of all the items that are in the German museum, Italian museum, French museum, the UK museum, African items that are there. Those people don't even know which tribe these things come from. They even write the wrong tribes when they are describing our items. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you, ladies and gentlemen? Peace in Pan-Africanism. May our ancestors give us strength. Our history is for sale, Africans. May God hear our cry as Africans. When are we going to wake up as Africans? As Africans, when are we going to wake up? The family of Mandela is not considered of how the rest of South African country feels about this. They don't care. They want money. You can't tell me there's another reason. There isn't another reason. You can't sell items that are supposed to be in the memorial garden and sell those items to build a memorial garden. Probably, yes, they still have other things, maybe his shoes, his pens, I don't know, maybe some other letters, I don't know. But why, what are you going to build that memorial garden for when you are selling the items? The Mandela family needs to make this make sense to us. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I'm asking myself, my African brothers watching from Botswana, Swaziland, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, Nigeria, and Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire. I wonder how your museums look. Is the heritage of our land, Africa, preserved properly the way it's supposed to be preserved? Is our heritage sites looked after the way they are supposed to be looked after? Is our heritage, listen to this one, that's why we're building this Pan-African school, is our heritage really taught in our schools? Because if it's not taught, if our children don't see it visually on books, if they don't hear it through their ears, if they don't internalize it through their spirit, they don't care. Meaning this generation are not gonna care. So what if they sell Mandela's ID? We don't use IDs, green books now. We use smart cards now as IDs. People will not care. And people not caring, all that signals to me is that the apartheid system is still working till today. That do not love yourself, do not love your heritage. But look at how white people treat the big border. Look at how they build monuments all over South Africa. Look at how they named every town after their evil heroes, apartheid heroes. Almost every town is named after an apartheid hero. What are we doing as Africans? Why are we not building our own cities? Why are we content in just giving our fallen heroes street names? Yes, I'm not saying we should not change the street names. We should change all of them according to me. But Nelson Mandela's items, 70 of them, are already in New York. The auction is next month, February 2024. The things will be sold. I think the ID will be sold for like $75 times 18, 1 point something million, 1.5 million for the ID. What if that ID lands in a white owner's hands? The heritage of us black people can be bought by anyone. 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 Any nation can. Chinese can go there and auction and buy something from that auction. I mean, Italians can buy something from that auction. The Germans can go there and buy something from from a piece of history from South Africa, and nothing the government will do, because the courts run South Africa, if you are not aware, because the courts said it's okay. The courts also said it's okay to release Chris Hani's killer. The courts also said nothing happened in Palapala. The courts are running this country. The courts are running this country. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'm heartbroken. I want to hear your thoughts on the comment section, and which this should accelerate the dream that we have in this channel of building the One Africa, One Land school, the Pan-African school here in South Africa. It should accelerate, because it looks like our government does not care about heritage. Because if they care, explain to me, someone on the comment section, if your president is a billionaire, Just 4 5 million can build that what you call memorial garden. That's 4 5 billion. That's nothing for a billionaire. So we think, but it is the heart of the billionaire that matters. It's the heart of the billionaire. I'm not going to speak about other black billionaires in South Africa. I don't care about them. I don't care about other millionaires. I care about the one who is currently leading the African National Congress, Cyril Ramaphosa, a billionaire. The daughter of Nelson Mandela has to auction valuable historical items that we will never get back again. Never get back again in New York in order to build a memorial garden. Come on, man. Come on, man. Can somebody be? Hey, why don't God place money in my account so we can preserve our history safely and guard it with all our lives? Those who have good hearts, we don't have money. We want to help, but we don't have money. I get so many emails from brothers and sisters requesting help for serious things. Some back to school, some businesses, some traveling expenses, some I can go on and on. My email is full of brothers and sisters requesting help. You help where you can help, but how far can a person stretch themselves? You understand what I'm saying? It breaks my heart that we have to auction these items. I wish we had the money to buy them and place them in the South African school of Pan Africanism, the first of its kind, the first black independent out of the mainstream school here in South Africa that we're going to build. Yeah, I'm so heartbroken, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really heartbroken. I can speak forever with this, but let me leave you on the comment section to share your thoughts so that we can engage there. We're trying to hit that 20,000 subscribers by the end of the March. It's important for you to subscribe because we want this channel to have a bigger voice, because this channel is just but the foundation for building this Pan-African school, and we cannot make a noise when there's a few of us. We need to be a lot. So when we share videos like this, it goes and reaches the masses of the world. I cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. But together, we know that teamwork makes the dream work. I believe that, my fellow African brothers and sisters. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. Those who are in America, maybe you can go. There's a lot of Americans on my channel. Maybe I mean Africans in America on my channel. But anyway, we need to speak about this thing because Africans were in America when Columbus went there. But anyway, let's not get into that one. Maybe you guys should go to the auction, take some pictures, take some videos, and tell us how it's gonna go. It's probably going to be televised everywhere in the world anyway. So yeah, maybe you guys can buy some of the items if you are that rich. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up, African child. Protect your history. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan Africanism. I salute you.